This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. For investors in Swiss watch brands and luxury watches in general, recent data indicates that price drops in the secondary market will persist. This is particularly beneficial for buyers of Rolex watches, which are well known for their severe supply shortages and lengthy wait lists. Rolex timepieces, once viewed as elusive status symbols, have seen a tremendous surge in popularity, pushing prices to record levels. However, the market is now undergoing a significant shift, with some Rolex models facing challenges in sustaining their sales momentum. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will explore the factors behind this decline and its impact on both the brand and consumers. By investigating the specific models with decreased demand and the reasons behind this trend, we will gain a thorough understanding of the changing luxury watch market. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, we recommend doing so to stay updated with our future video releases. We will break down the Rolex market as it stands in 2024, what is hot, what is not, and what is just crawling along. We have observed a noticeable market shift, with many new Rolex models hitting the shelves with shiny new price tags. Remember the Daytona EER Flex from last year? Initially, they were everywhere. Then suddenly finding one became as rare as spotting a unicorn in your backyard. Now, discussing the new Rolex releases, they are playing a serious game of hard to get. However, the datejust lineup is appearing more frequently than unexpected rain in a forecast. Interestingly, the no-date submariners have started making appearances again. Last December, finding one was harder than securing a parking spot at a Black Friday sale. What's fascinating is how these trends seem to come in waves. One minute you think you have deciphered Rolex's pattern, and the next, the tides shift. Let us dive into what is currently hot on the shelves. The sweet spot in our market these days is between $8,000 and $15,000. This range includes various models such as the steadfast steel submariners, both date and no-date versions, the striking submariner blues, and the luxurious 18-karat yellow gold versions. Additionally, the GMD range is making significant waves, especially the Batgirl models, which have emerged as highly sought-after items. We're also seeing strong movement with some of the smaller but equally impressive pieces like the Explorer 40 and the Datejust 41, with the top three dials being mint green, blue, and Wimbledon leading the pack. However, retail prices increased at the start of this year, effective January 1st. But here is the thing. In the gray market, it is more like a gentle sway than a steep climb. Prices are holding steady, and for some models, they are even dipping a bit. Take the EER Flex Daytonas, for instance. These were once top-selling models, but now they are not exactly flying off the shelves despite their elusive reputation. Much like trying to get a perfect hand in poker, some online prices are trending downward. Let us move to another area where the big, bold statements, since it has full yellow and rose gold pieces like the Sky Dwellers and certain datejusts which are starting to gather dust unless they feature special dials. It is quite intriguing. Even the legendary Paul Newman models are maintaining their popularity solely because of their distinctive dials. Meanwhile, the hefty full bracelet pieces without the fancy dials are not exactly in high demand. If you are eyeing a chunky gold Rolex without that dial dazzle, you might find the market surprisingly welcoming. This shift shows that even in the world of luxury, it is the minute details that can make or break a deal. Let us talk about what is missing from the Rolex scene lately. If you are after the Rolex GMD Pepsi, you might need more than good luck because it is like they have vanished into thin air. There have not been any new sightings since late 2023, and none at all in 2024. It seems production has slowed down, and rumors are swirling, making finding a Pepsi as rare as it gets. However, do not let whispers of discontinuation tempt you into a hasty purchase. Sometimes, it is just the market playing hide and seek with demand, and these watches disappear quicker than the last slice of pizza at a party. Switching gears to the EER Flex models, despite their sleek blend of metal and rubber, they have not quite captured collectors' hearts like the classic EER bracelet. It seems the old-school charm and robustness still win out for most. And about those full gold Rolex watches, yellow, rose, or white, they still make a strong visual impact but are not turning as many heads these days. The tide is shifting towards sportier, more versatile styles, though there are always standout exceptions. Keep an eye out for those rare dials or the understated elegance of white gold models, which can surprise you with their quiet luxury. You might find it surprising that not every Rolex is disappearing from display cases as quickly as you would think, despite the brand's dazzling allure. Let us dig a little deeper. Rolex remains a titan in the luxury watch world, but not every model is breaking sales records. Why? Consumer preferences are evolving. There is an oversupply of certain styles, and not every new twist is an immediate hit. In 2024, the trend is favoring sportier looks, leaving lavish full gold models and some of the heftier day dates and sky dwellers languishing on the shelves. Even the trendy Oyster Flex bracelet has not quite stolen the show as expected, with many collectors sticking to the tried and true classic Oyster bracelet. Then there is the mysterious case of the disappearing Pepsi bezel GMT Master 2, which has become as elusive as a quiet moment in Times Square. Meanwhile, mid-range full gold models are finding themselves in a curious niche, slightly less beloved than their flashier counterparts. On the flip side, the world of professional resellers is experiencing its drama, with many exiting the market due to tightening profit margins. This shakeup is a breath of fresh air for genuine watch lovers, clearing the path for them to acquire coveted pieces without breaking the bank. It feels like the market is recalibrating, inching back to a state where you might even negotiate a better deal at the dealer. Looking ahead, do not be surprised if, over the next 6 to 12 months, you find yourself snagging a bargain on some of those more understated, plain dial full gold models. For quick flip aficionados, it might be time to scout new territories. The landscape is shifting, and it seems the Rolex arena is returning to its roots, where a deep passion for craftsmanship and the thrill of collecting reigns supreme. Also, we're noticing some significant price drops on those standard dial models decked out in full gold, and it is not just a local trend anymore. There is a strong demand from the US, with these luxurious timepieces jetting off internationally every week. This surge highlights the global craze for luxury watches, with people from all over the world flooding market with inquiries. It is a buzzing market, but not without its challenges. Sellers, especially the quick flip crowd, are starting to feel the heat. Now, diving deeper into these full gold models, let us talk specifics. These are not just any gold watches. They typically feature beautifully polished bezels and a minimalist approach to the dial, often in subdued tones like champagne or soft silver. This simplicity in design sharply contrasts with the bold statement made by the gold casing and bracelet. It is this blend of understatement and opulence that is catching eyes globally, appealing to a clientele seeking something that screams luxury but whispers elegance. In conclusion, the Rolex market is experiencing a significant transformation. While the brand's iconic status remains secure, the challenges it faces are evident. As the luxury watch landscape continues to evolve, keeping an eye on market trends and consumer behavior will be crucial to fully grasp the extent of this shift and its implications for the future of Rolex and the broader luxury industry. Investing in watches like these is not just about buying and selling. It is about appreciating the craftsmanship and history behind each piece. Sure, turning a profit might be part of the thrill, but the real joy comes from owning a piece of horological art. What are your thoughts on the Rolex market update we discussed in this video? If you enjoyed it, please let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to follow our channel for more content. Thank you for watching The Luxury World, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.